Now, in Ross 30.2, he discusses the pronominal suffixes attached to the hifil verb. Since we're dealing with a stem in the hifil that is an active stem, it can, pardon my spelling here, it can take direct object pronominal suffixes. So you could see direct objects attached with the direct object marker et, or you could attach them directly to the verb form, okay? And so we're going to walk through several of these examples that Ross gives. I'm just going to work through them with you. So look here, we have hik, rav, tihu. Hik, rav, tihu. This is the verb karav, which in the cow means to be near, or to approach. In the hifil, it can have the sense of to cause to be near. That is, it could mean to cause oneself to be near. So that could also have the translation of to approach. It could also be translated as to cause something else to be near, which means to offer something up, like a sacrifice. Okay? So we will just translate this as to bring near. Okay? To bring near. And so here, let's identify our three root letters, kof, resh, bet, for karav. The hifil hey prefix. So this indicates to me that I am dealing with a hifil form. And then I have t. If you remember, when we did direct object pronominal suffixes, we thought in terms of slots. If I have a hey prefix, it's a hifil. If it's an I-class vowel under the hey, then that's a hifil perfect. If I have a t ending, then that could be the hifil perfect 1cs. But there's also another perfect personal ending that changes to the T, and that is the 2FS. The T ending could be becomes a T as well before I add pronominal suffixes. So this could be hifil perfect 1CS or 2FS plus the pronoun who is a 3MS pronominal suffix. Okay, how would I translate this? If we go with 1CS, it's I brought near. And whom did I bring near? 3MS. I brought near him. Now, of course, when I have a verb like this, I have to put him in between bring and near. So I brought him near. I brought him near. If it's 2FS, then it's you woman brought him near. Now, let's take a look at the second one. Hikrivuni. Hikrivuni. What do I have here? Again, I have a hey prefix. That's going to tell me it's hifil. The I-class vowel tells me it's a hifil perfect. The shurik on the back side of my three root letters tells me with a hifil hey and a kirik under it, perfect, then the shurik is 3CP. So this is going to be translated as they did it. And then the ni ending is a pronominal suffix plus 1CS. So they brought me near. Okay, so the subject is they. They're causing some action. I'm the one that they're causing to do the being near. So they brought me near. They caused me to be near. Okay, look at the next one. I have hik, rav, to. Hik, rav, to. My three root letters are kof, resh, bet. Prefix hey tells me that's a hifil. The kirik under it tells me it's a perfect. After root 3, I have to. That tav is marking the 2MS personal ending, which is normally ta. But when I add the pronominal suffix hu, tahu, that contracts. The hey can drop out, and this becomes o. So that is the 3MS pronominal suffix. So who did this? You man brought near someone. Who did you bring near? 3MS pronoun. You brought him near. The next one is hakrivuhu. Hakrivuhu. Same three root letters. Hey prefix. That means this is a hifil. But I do not have a Keurig. I do not have an I-class vowel under the hey. So what do I need to do? I need to go back and remember. When I have the hey, it could be perfect, imperative, infinitive, construct, or infinitive absolute. If it's perfect, it's got to have an I-class vowel, though. I don't have that here, so it can't be that. Okay? So that leaves me imperative, infinitive, construct, or absolute. Look at what I've got here. I have a Shurik at the end of root 3. The only one of these three that could be is the imperative, because the imperative is the only one of those three that takes a Shurik. Okay, if it's Shurik, it's 2MP. Okay, it can't be infinitive, construct, or absolute. But once I've got the personal ending, then I've got a pronominal suffix "u," which is 3ms. Okay, so this is a command to a group of men, 2MP. So it's bring near. Who's my direct object? Him. So bring him near. Okay, this next form is yakrivame. Yakrivame. Now I have my 3 root letters, but instead of a hey prefix, I actually have a yod right here. That tells me that this is one of the nutty prefixes, and the A-class vowel is characteristic of the hifil. So I could be looking at a hifil imperfect, and there's a yod prefix here, and no Shurik on the end, so it's not 3MP, but 3MS. And the mame is telling me that this is a pronominal suffix, which is 3MP. Okay? So I could translate this. There's my characteristic Keurig yod of the hifil as well. He will bring near. But whom will he bring near? The mem is them, so he will bring them near. Okay? He will bring them near. This could also be a jussive. 3ms. Remember, my jussive would have a sere here, but when I add an ending and inflect it on the end, then the Keurig yod would return. So this could not only be he will bring them near, it could also be let him or may he bring them near. All right, so those are both possibilities there. All right, and then this form is yakrivenu. Yakrivenu. Same 3 root letters, karav. Okay, yod prefix with the A-class vowel. So again, I'm looking at a hifil, looking like an imperfect 3ms, but also note that because I've got an ending added, this could just as well be jussive, where the Keurig yod has reappeared instead of the sere. Then the anu is telling me that I've got a 3ms pronominal suffix as well. So this could be he will, or let him, and then bring near is our main verb, and the 3ms is the pronoun suffix, the direct object. So bring him near. So some he, that's one guy, will bring a him, another guy, near. Okay, so those are the forms with the pronominal suffixes. Now the last part of the chapter deals with how to translate the hifil. What we're looking at is the semantics of the hifil stem. There are several possibilities for what putting a verb in the hifil could do to the meaning of a verb, and the most common is the causative meaning. That is to say that the subject of a hifil verb causes someone to do whatever the verbal root means. So let's just look at a couple of examples here. I've written 3 examples here of the verb shema, which means to hear in the cow. This one uses the cow, and these 2 are using the hifil. Look at the first one, shema et ha'ish. We would translate this as he heard the man. Okay, simple cal, perfect 3ms. He heard the man. There's my direct object, et ha'ish. Okay. Now the hifil is going to take this verb to hear, shema, and make it causative. Hishmia, Hifil perfect 3ms, et ha'ish. So we translate this as he caused the man to hear. Okay, he caused the man to hear. So I have a direct object here, and it's the object of Hishmia. But also, if I have a verb that in the cal is transitive, it can take a direct object. When I put it in the Hifil, I could also have a second direct object which indicates what it is that he caused the man to hear. And so here I have a fuller expression. Hishmia et ha'ish et hadavar. Same Hifil, but I've got one direct object here, the object of the causing, he caused the man, and then my second direct object is what he caused the man to do. He caused the man to hear et hadavar, the word. He caused the man, first direct object, to hear the word, second direct object. So in Hifil constructions, it is not uncommon to find a double direct object. The object of the causing activity, and then the object of the verbal activity represented by the verbal root letters. Just another example of this causative idea. If we take the verb malach in the cal, that means he reigned, right? He reigned or ruled. In the Hifil, could change that to himlich. Okay, just using the Hifil vowel pointing here. These are perfect 3MSs. It's he caused to reign. Okay, now give it a direct object. If you cause someone to reign, what does that mean? He enthroned. Okay, so that's another way to translate it. He enthroned someone. When you have a verb that occurs in the cal, and then you can put it in the Hifil with a causative nuance, frequently in English we can come up with another synonymous word that has the causal notion already inherent in that verbal idea. So to walk, for example, cal, halach, Hifil, he caused someone to walk, could mean he led someone somewhere. Okay, so that's another way to translate that. The second sort of semantics that putting a verb in the Hifil could involve is what's called the inner causative or stative idea. And we looked at this with the verb karav, okay? In the cal, it could be translated as to be near, stative idea. And the Hifil, hik, reeve, then in the Hifil has the inner causative idea. In other words, inner causative means I'm not causing some external subject to do something, but I'm causing myself as the subject to do something. So to cause oneself to be near. Okay? Now, how would I translate this to cause oneself to be near? It means to approach, to draw near. Okay? To make myself be near is to draw near. All right? So that is an inner causative notion. Denominative. We saw this a little earlier with the PL. The denominative use of a stem is when you take a noun. So you start with a noun and you make a verb out of it. Okay? If we take a noun like lashon, which means tongue, all right? This is a really brilliant one. We have three root letters, lamed, shin, and nun, from lashon, tongue. And we could create a verb from those nouns, that noun's root letters, hil, shin, and this means to do something with the tongue. In this case, to slander. Okay, he slandered someone. So I think that's pretty neat. All right, number 4. Just walking through a few examples here. We're not being exhaustive. The fourth semantics is the declarative nuance. So that is to declare X to be whatever the verb means. Let's take a verb like tzaddik. Okay, this means to be righteous in the cal. and then putting it in the hifil, hits deek. This would be translated in the hifil as to declare righteous. This is also to justify. All right? To pronounce just. And then the last category is really the catch-all category. If something doesn't fit in one of the first four, then it goes in the miscellaneous drawer, as it were. And the idea here is that you really just have to look in your lexicon to know exactly what the semantics of a verb is in the hifil stem. So let's take this example. The verb hishlich is a hifil form, and it simply means he cast or he threw something. All right? We don't really have any kind of a cal meaning for this verb that the hifil is somehow manipulating. You just got to learn that this verb, shin, lamed, kaf, that verb occurs in the hifil with the meaning of casting or throwing. So again, your lexicon will tell you what it means in that stem.